What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Max, Silverpicker, and I am an expert in precious metals. I've been working in the field of gold and silver bullion for over 15 years, and today I'm going to give you my honest reaction to 3 different heist films where they're going and stealing gold, and I'm going to tell you 2 things. How realistic is it, and what would that gold be worth today? And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you one more movie that's not quite a heist, but it's still awesome. So we're going to start with my all-time favorite heist movie, The Italian Job, and let's just roll the clip.
Hey, don't you want to see what's inside?
Absolutely.
13 across, 4 high, 4 deep.
That's 208 bricks.
How much?
2.7 million.
What?
No, it's 27. That's 27 million. That's $27 million worth of gold.
Okay, let's pause here and just talk about the gold bars themselves. First of all, these are like the most iconic gold bars in any movie, right? Everybody remembers the line, "the gold bars with the bell in his dancer," right? Everybody loves that. But these particular gold bars are like the standard size for institutional and government investors. And these weigh 12.5 kilograms each, which is about 27 pounds each. Yes, if that surprises you, that's because gold is actually one of the most dense metals on Earth. So think about lead, right? If you've gone fishing, you have lead lures. Gold, for the same size, is about twice as heavy as lead. Yeah, it is way, way denser than most things. So even a little bar like that can weigh an absolute ton. Now, let's talk about the price. In today's dollars, at $5,000 an ounce, each one of those gold bars would be worth $2 million. That's right. So they said 208 bars, right? That would be $416 million. Now, I'm not sure if the calculation of the value was correct for the time the movie was written, but certainly today it is way, way, way more than the piddling 20-something million dollars that they calculated in the movie. Now let's talk about how realistic this was. To anybody who's familiar with gold, even if you're not an expert, something seems a little bit off, right? I mentioned how dense gold is and how heavy it is per bar. So when you see them sliding the gold bars just easily down a little thin canvas, it's a little bit unrealistic. But the absolute most unrealistic thing is having the gold being driven off in those tiny little Mini Coopers. Now, I'm a gold expert, but I'm not a car expert, so I did have to consult some stats. Now, if we do a little math and we say that there's 208 bars and each one weighs 12.5 kilos, that means the total weight of all the gold is 2,600 kilograms. Now, what is the max load that each Mini Cooper can hold? And according to their official specs, it's 450 kilos each. Even if we round it up to 500 and say we're gonna push it to its max, if we divide the 2,600 by 3, right? There's 3 Mini Coopers, each one would still be expected in the movie to carry twice its max load. And that doesn't include the passengers, and it doesn't include that fancy looking steel box that they put the gold in. Those cars would not get away, let alone even start moving. So the movie, not super realistic, but still one of the best heist films of all time, and I still love it. Next up, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard 3. Roll the tape.
$140 billion. 10 times what's in Kentucky. Fort Knox. Ha! It's for tourists.
Okay, this is probably the most ridiculous one that we're gonna look at all day, and you guys can probably see why. But first of all, in terms of the value of the gold, they already say the value, but they don't give a number of bars. But if we divide the number of bars by today's gold price, $5,000, it means that there were 70,000 gold bars there at the time. Now, around when that movie was made, gold was 1/10 the price it is today, which would imply that there are 700,000 gold bars sitting there at the Federal Reserve. That seems a little bit high to me, but I actually don't know for sure how many gold bars they actually have there. But in any case, the most ridiculous thing there was when the guy tosses the gold bar to the security guard at the end. I mean, he tossed it like it was a basketball, not something that, remember, we said weighs 27 pounds. I mean, absolutely absurd, but you don't watch Die Hard for the realism, right? But what do you watch it for? Do you watch it for Christmas or not? Let's settle the age-old debate. Put it in the comments below whether or not you think Die Hard is indeed a Christmas movie franchise or not. Next up is the film Three Kings. But before we roll the clip, I have two very exciting things that I want to offer for you guys. One is if you have any old gold that you're looking to sell, whether it's an old coin collection you inherited, gold bullion, or even just some old or outdated jewelry, right? Like a broken necklace or a mismatched earring, or maybe a wedding band that you'd rather forget about. Well, I buy gold and silver every single day, and you can check it out on my website, www.silverpacks.co/sell. Fill out the short form, it takes like 1 minute, and within a day we'll get back to you. We will send you a prepaid FedEx label, ship the gold off to us, we take care of the rest, and we pay amazing prices, and within 2 or 3 days, we send you payment either via wire, Zelle, or whatever you'd like. Now, if you are looking to invest in gold and you want to buy gold and silver bullion, well, there is no better place than Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it is an incredible live video auction app in which bidders and sellers come together in real time to buy and sell all sorts of cool collectibles. Obviously, personally, I'm mostly into precious metals and coins, but they've got everything. If you collect it, it's on Whatnot. And if you use my link, whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker to download the app, you get $15 in Whatnot credit added to your account automatically for free. You can spend on anything you want. So you could even grab yourself a little piece of gold or silver to start your stack off absolutely free just from using the link. And that deal will not last forever, so you definitely want to hop on that ASAP. All right, Three Kings, roll the clip. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here, and it's more than just the gold from these suitcases. But let's start with the value, okay? So what it looks like when you open up those suitcases, it looks like there are 2 layers and then 2 layers below that, each with 8 bars. So we're talking 32 bars per suitcase. And it looks like there are about 8 suitcases. Hard to tell exactly, but assuming that there's 32 bars and 8 suitcases, that is 256 gold bars. Each one of those is 12.5 kilos, as we talked about before. So what does that make the value? At today's value of $5,000 per ounce, that's $2 million per bar, which brings us to a crazy value of $512 million. That's $500 million in gold, which is absolutely bananas. Now, obviously, there's some foreshadowing. We already know, you guys are practically experts on the density of gold, so you can see that those suitcases are absolutely not going to hold the gold. And of course, in this case, they don't.
Okay, you on for the legs, it won't be a convertible. Shit!
But what's the most ridiculous thing of this entire movie? Well, the scene where they did put them in stronger bags, which also wouldn't really be able to hold their weight, and they are running like they're Olympic sprinters with that gold, which is, of course, absolutely absurd. All right, let's take a look at that bonus movie, which is not quite a heist movie, but still an amazing movie nonetheless, and that is The Accountant. Roll the tape. Okay, so you guys probably are getting to be experts like me already and starting to understand what some of the issues are with gold in movies. Now, in this scene, you only see the gold for a second. It's when Anna Kendrick's character opens the drawer and you see it. And there are 2 major things wrong with it. First of all, let's talk about the coins. The coins look completely wrong. I can't think of a single gold coin that looks like that. Those look like brass Chuck E. Cheese tokens. And even if they were gold, they look too thin. They just do not look right at all. They look like props. If somebody wants to go and count each one of those, pausing the screen and counting them, I would love to see what you guys think those gold coins are worth, because I ain't doing that. But let's talk about the gold bars. Now, this is the first time we're seeing a gold bar that is meant for individual investors and not institutional investors, because these are 1 kilogram bars as opposed to the 12.5 kilograms. So each of those is 1 kilogram, and 1 kilogram of gold in today's value is about $150,000. There are 13 bars that I could count, and that means that the bars themselves are worth about $2 million, just under $2 million in value. Now, that's the least we've seen in any of these movies, but hey, who wouldn't want a drawer full of gold bars, am I right? Although, it's pretty funny, I think the collectibles like the action comics in the drawer below are actually worth more than all that gold put together anyway. But what else is wrong aside from those coins? Now, like I said, the coins look totally fake, but the thing that stuck out to me, even when I saw the movie just watching it, was how easy she opened and closed the door and the sound that the drawer made when opening and closing it. Those were just ordinary cabinets, the kind of stuff you'd get made at IKEA or something. There is no way that it could bear the weight of all of that gold, and certainly it wouldn't make that sound. You wouldn't be able to just open the door and push it shut so easily when you have pounds and pounds and pounds of gold sitting there. Anyway, that was really, really fun. I love talking about this. I loved reacting to these movies. If there are other movies that you guys want me to react to, I'll do another series. Put it in the comments below, whether it's gold, whether it's silver, whether it's coins. I would love to do it because who doesn't love watching a great movie and then dissecting it like a bunch of nerds? Anyway, if you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button, throw me a like, and I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silverpicker out. If you think that videos like this are important for the public, consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/silverpicker and get access to our private Discord server, truly the most welcoming and easy place to learn about coin collecting and precious metals investing.